going on, everybody? It's Teddy. It's been a while, but I'm back at it. And I just wanted to do a quick review on the Toce exhaust I did for my bike. This is a 24 Gsx8R, and I tell you what, I love the sound. It's a little loud, it gets a little obnoxious, but people see you, people hear you, and I feel safer, and I can actually hear my fucking bike because the stock is sounding like a lawnmower. Just doing a quick rip, grab some lunch real quick, and yeah, that's about it for today. Gotta get used to talking on the camera again, just like my previous video and the one before that and the one before that. Nothing too crazy today. Like I said, it's just gonna be some sound clips of me just taking off and stuff like that. I know on YouTube it doesn't do this muffler any justice, but hopefully it doesn't sound like shit on my mic. But yeah, if you have it down at the rev range, it's gonna be louder, but I got it in 6th gear. It's not too bad. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too crazy right now for you guys, but as long as you keep the RPMs low, it's not too bad screaming. But I'll downshift so you guys can hear what it sounds like. But yeah, it definitely gets a lot louder. You know, basically the Toce is basically a straight pipe with, you know, cut out at the end. But I had it in my CBR, I loved it, so I got it on this. And I tell you what, on a parallel tone bike, it sounds beefy. Second, third. I got it about 45, almost 5,000 RPMs. It's not too bad, but like I said, you know, safety, people hear you. That's very important, especially, you know, with people on their phones and all that other nonsense nowadays. I could get a loud ticket, I don't care, but this makes it a lot safer for me. I know a lot of people rag on the Toce and hate the Toce, but I love the exhaust. I never had issue with welds or braking or any of that, so I'm happy. Had it about now 400-ish miles, and every time I ride this bike it makes me smile, especially after the exhaust. It's very comfortable, it's upright, it's more sport touring. I mean, you can still get down and crouch and stuff like that, but for the most part, for my type of riding, you know, I ride once in a while, I don't ride every day. So for me, this bike is perfect. Would I want more power? Of course. Would I want to inline again? Maybe. But I think this is a good cross between street and, you know, more of upright cruising type. I am not complaining with this bike at all. did look at the Akrapovic exhaust or a Krapovich or whatever. They had a under the bike exhaust look. It looked good online, but I heard the sounds of it, the sound clips, I don't know. And a lot of other bikes have that big tailpipe coming out the side of it. I like the stock look underneath the bike, kind of tucked. And this bike, like I said, the way it pokes and stuff like that, it's awesome. It's a nice tucked look, but it's throaty, it's beefy sounding. It sounds muscly now. Like I said before, I couldn't even tell if I was in gear or what. I would stall out all the time just because I couldn't hear the bike, especially when I used to ride with Mr. 603 on 2. But it's a beautiful day today. A little cloudy now. It was blue skies earlier, but I'm not complaining. Still comfortable enough to ride. It's about 4,500 right now. 4,000. Like I said, long commutes, it might get a little annoying. Shift up if you have to, or slow down. But like I said, I would rather deal with a little bit of noise and not be able to get heard or seen, especially out here. You know, we got a lot of deaths and stuff like that on, you know, people on motorcycles, you know, people not paying attention, and everybody on their fucking phones nowadays. It's insane. Sometimes you'll hear these distinct pops. Fucking love it. Sometimes when you're downshifting, because I got a quick shifter on this bike, you'll hear these little pops and stuff like that. It's awesome. I love it. Outlet right there. Bit of traffic today for a Saturday, but you know, people are traveling. A lot of people are off on the weekend, so but it's still okay. I'm still doing the speed limit. I'm not complaining. I'm not a speed demon by any means. I'm usually the slower one in the group. Retarded, probably, but I'm still the slowest rider. Which is fine, I don't care. I ride my own ride. Everybody knows that. I'll get there eventually. I'd rather get there safe than go beyond my means of security and safety. People will wave, some people don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Said, if you just upshift, you know, you're bogging down the engine, but tones it down enough to go through some of these small towns and not be a nuisance to a lot of people. So is it still loud? Yeah, but it's manageable at least. Like I said, back there we passed the PD, so once I get to the place where I parked the bike, maybe I'll do some sound clips real quick. yeah, that's about it. That's all I got for you guys. If you guys like this or you guys want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll try to put out more content for you guys. You know, just time. Just that's the biggest thing I need, just time. But I'll try my best to stay consistent. But alright, we'll check you guys out on the next video.